right, welcome back. It's time for us to have a conversation on our community focus segment. Now, today we're going, yesterday we had this discussion about furniture and the lack of furniture in schools in West District. Yeah. Now, today we're going to the Nanumba North Municipality. And again, it's an issue of, educational infrastructure, lack of furniture. Actually, this one, it troubles me on different levels because parents are being asked, to buy furniture for their wards before they register their kids in school.
Wow.
Well, we have a report. Let's take a look at this, all right? And we'll come back and we'll delve into some conversations.
Education is a basic right for every child in Ghana, and it is the responsibility of the government to provide materials such as classroom blocks, furniture, textbooks, among others, to ensure effective education. In recent times, there have been complaints of lack of textbooks for schools in the country following the change in the curriculum. The other challenge is that some of these basic schools don't have adequate furniture. In some instances, pupils have no option but to sit on the bare floor during classes. In Bimbilla, in the Nanumba North Municipality, Citi News checks indicate a worrying situation. At EP Demonstration Primary School in Bimbilla, just opposite the Municipal Assembly, the challenge in the school is pronounced. Children sit on the bare floor for lessons, and the teachers there say the situation is negatively affecting teaching and learning. The head teacher of the school, Mr. Amponsa Hope, tells Citi News furniture for about 1,000 pupils is woefully inadequate.
The situation is, our enrollment is very great, and our furniture, as of now, we have about, the government one is just about 100.
100.
So if you want to look at the
100 pieces of furniture that you have.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to look at the people teacher ratio, it will be like 8:1. That means 8 people to sit on 1.
Wow.
He confirmed that the school has asked parents seeking admission for their ward to provide chairs as a condition for admission.
The PTA we met, we said the only way to overcome the situation is to let new admissions, any child that is coming to the school, to provide his or her furniture. So parents are responding to that, starting from KG. This is one of the conditions for admission.
So
when you come, we tell you that we don't have furniture.
Okay.
And we will not admit your child to come and sit on the ground. So if you want us to admit you, then you have to provide your own furniture. If you agree, then we'll go ahead to give you the admission.
The children are forced to lay on the ground to take notes or observe teaching, thus making them get themselves dirty. Some teachers spoke to Citi News on the challenges.
For the furniture situation is bad because always when you give exercise, they have to lie down. Wow. By the end of the day, the children will be very dirty with their uniforms.
Wow.
And even lying down, the book will be dirty. It will not be neat. When they write, they have to clean. Then the dust in the floor, it will get into their books.
Okay.
So the book will be dirty always.
Okay.
For that one, they will have the problem.
Okay.
If they can help us with the furniture, we'll be more welcome.
Our teaching is very difficult for us. One, the furnitures are one, tables are two, and then textbooks.
Okay.
Learning materials, we don't have it.
Children without furniture, without chairs, how are they cooperating in the class?
It's very, very bad. It's very bad. They are suffering. Look at the way it is.
Yes.
They will sit down and be writing on the floor.
Parents tell Citi News the situation is affecting them as they struggle to afford chairs for their ward.
The school was, they told me they have difficulties of furniture for the learners.
Okay.
So I was asked that once they give me admission for my walls to be enrolled in this school, that I have to buy furniture for them to sit on, for learning to take place.
Okay.
Actually, it was a burden to me, all right, but because I prioritize my daughters, or better said, my war's education, I had no option than to do what the school have asked me to do. And that is why today you see me carrying the furniture to present to the school, so that my learners, or better said, my wards, can have seats to sit.
Head teacher of Yepalsi Primary School, also in the Bimbila municipality, Mr. Idrisu Issa, also spoke to Citi News about the challenges of inadequate furniture.
Now, some of them are sitting on the ground. Some of them are sitting on the ground. And children are saying that when some are sitting on the ground and some are sitting on the table, they look as if those sitting on the chairs are more superior than them. And it's not our making.
Okay.
It's not our making. We have also tried just to. We spoke to the parents. We called PTA meetings several times, but the area is just like a farming community. Most of them are farmers.
The municipal directorate acknowledged the challenge of the furniture in the municipality, describing it as worrying. Mr. Salifu Tahiru is the PRO of the Ghana Education Directorate in the Nanumba North Municipality.
Almost in all of our schools, we have the children lying on the floor. And worst part of it is that most of the classrooms are not even floored.
Wow.
So in situations of that, you go to take sight of it and you see that the children will get dirty before lessons even begin. And when lessons begin, instructions is very challenging to teachers. As GES, we are policy implementers, as everybody knows. In fact, we are handicapped. We don't provide furniture. It is the mandate of the Municipal Assembly to provide furniture to our schools.
The teachers, together with the directorate, are making a passionate appeal to the government and other NGOs to support in the provision of furniture to the schools.
All right, so there you have it. This story is a very pathetic one.
Very pathetic.
Because in many ways, it looks like we've abandoned certain parts of the country to their fate.
Yes, because...
Right. Meanwhile, we speak of a one Ghana. But you can see clear disparities. I don't know of any school in the Greater Accra region. And please, if you're watching and there are schools like this, please let it come to our attention so that we go and follow up on it, right? I don't know of any school in the Greater Accra region that the children will be lying face down on bare floors that have not been screeded.
And it's almost as if that area has just been abandoned.
Yes.
Like abandoned.
Yes.
Like nobody cares. And it's not just happening today. It's been going on.
It's been going on.
It's been going on for years.
And all the duty bearers will say is that it's worry, it's troubling. Do something about it.
Exactly.
What are the district assemblies doing? I mean, you've been set up for a reason. What are you doing? And of course, I understand the financial constraints and all those kinds of things, but the reality is that we need to do better by... Look, these same children are supposed to, at the end of the day, compete on a global level.
True.
They are competing. True. You see, if we look at it as though the children in Nanumba North are competing among themselves, or they are competing among other children in the northern region, you will just say, it's okay, take it like that.
Yeah.
But you're competing with children in Achimota School, children in Presec, you are competing with children in top-notch schools, Montessori schools in Accra, air-conditioned classrooms.
Air-conditioned classrooms.
Do you understand?
Top-notch comfort.
Then even apart from that, you're also competing on a global level. You're supposed to, we are part of a global conversation. Unless we are not thinking about that, do you see, it's very troubling. Now this is the way we are thinking. Well, we have a parent on the line. Adam Musa has joined us. Mr. Musa, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Musa, can you tell us what your experience has been as far as your children are concerned, your child or children are concerned in attending the schools within your municipality?
Okay. Like your reporter just reported, actually, furniture problem in Nanumba North District, specifically Bimbila, is an eyesore.
Okay.
In fact, it is no longer a news in this particular community. Every school has that problem.
Wow.
In fact, I can vouch that about 70% of the schools are having that problem. And the school that my wards are attending,
yes.
Initially when I came to enroll them in that school, I was told that the school has furniture problem. And that furniture should be like I should be able to buy a furniture before they can admit my wards. So I think in that school I have 5 children there.
Wow.
Wow.
One is in basic 6, another one is in basic 2, and then the third one is in basic 3. The ones, all the 3 children that I've mentioned, I bought them furniture. I mean, I went to a carpenter for them to make them furniture, table and chair.
Yeah.
Then the other 2 children, that is a boy and a girl, they are twins. They are currently in KG1.
Okay.
When I came, they told me they cannot admit them unless I am prepared to buy furniture for them. So I told them that I prioritize my children's education, and I can do anything to ensure that they are educated. So I was able to buy these 2 plastic chairs for them to make to sit comfortable to learn. So at EP Demonstration Primary, in fact, when you go there, in fact, you will marvel. You will marvel. The children are sitting on the bare floor, except those who are privileged to have their parents get them some furniture to sit on to learn.
The name of the school is EP Demonstration Primary.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
And also, I doubled as a parent and a teacher. I am a teacher at Yepalsi Primary School. Yepalsi Primary School, I can assure you that even EP Demonstration is far better than Yepalsi Primary School in terms of furniture, the availability of furniture.
When you say it's much better, tell us, what does Yepalsi
you see the picture where you see some of the students lying on the floor.
Yes.
With some veils, white veils.
Yes.
That's Yepalsi Primary.
Wow. Right.
I see.
That's Yepalsi Primary.
So it's really bad.
And then where you saw some children with top, green checks.
Yes, the green
and
checks.
And then sitting on plastic.
Yes.
That is EP Demonstration.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay, so this is not one school; it's a number of different schools we are looking at.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So I commend the head teacher of EP Demonstration because he's able to even convince parents to get furniture for their ward. When you come to Yepalsi Primary, even from KG1 up to P1, there's no single chair.
Wow.
It is only the head teacher who has been able to manage and get some benches for the kids. Currently, I teach at primary 6. In our class, we'll have only one dual desk. And the total number of learners are about 40.
With one dual desk?
Yes, please. So the school has been able to convert the school library. We have some tables in that particular library. We converted them and then construct some benches to enable the learners have some space to learn. So that is what I can say about Yapasi Primary.
Right.
But EP, they asked to buy furniture before they admit your ward.
All right, so Mr. Adam, so what about parents that cannot afford to buy the furniture, but they can actually pay the school fees? What now happens to them?
You see, the problem is, for example, in this particular community, many parents don't visit, they don't even visit schools. They don't visit their wards while they are in school. So some of them, they don't even know what is happening. Even when you call for PTA meeting, sometimes it is only few of us who will come.
Yeah.
So some of them don't even know what is happening. So those learners who are unable to have seats, they always learn at a discomfort zone, or better still condition. So that is it.
Right.
I see. Thank you very much for painting a very clear picture of what is going on there, what the challenges are. We really appreciate it. Mr. Musa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you too, Citi TV.
Okay. So that's Adam Musa, Mr. Adam Musa, who is a parent. He's an affected parent. He's also a teacher, but he's a parent at the school, and he says he has at least 5 kids in the schools there. And it's easy. And the interesting thing is that from the report, it looks as though it's one school, but we can see that it's different schools that are showing, we can see different experiences that they're having.
Well, now my question is, we don't know how long this is going to last for. So as you're moving to another class every academic year, do you carry your furniture with you? Do you go home with your furniture?
No, but you see, even think about it. You saw where the kids, you saw those little kids in their small, tiny chairs. How long will a child who's growing continue to fit in that small, tiny chair? At the point you outgrow the chair, right? Two or three classes up, you can't sit in that chair anymore.
You can't. So what are you going to do with it? Are they going to
parents
sell
have to buy
it?
a new
Or maybe
furniture.
the school should buy it off the parents. That would actually be better.
Yeah, but you see, if the school could buy it off their parents, they would have bought chairs for their kids anyway.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so really, I mean, I think this situation, the Ghana Education Service needs to really step up. The Ministry of Education needs to tell us what it is that is going on here.
But when we listened to the report, the PR for the GES said it wasn't their responsibility, that they're actually looking at the...
Yeah, but you see, you say you're policy implementers.
Exactly.
Policy implementers mean that you're giving a holistic, thorough, and extensive education to every Ghanaian. That includes, in practice, the way they receive the education. So even though you would like to shirk the responsibility, part of it is on you to make sure that you push the assembly to make sure that the education that you are delivering is 100%.
True.
How is it that you say you own the education space, and yet part of the education is infrastructure? Okay, so it's like you think about it.
I don't think they realize that. I don't think they
but
realize
that's what they are doing.
A good working environment.
They are pushing the responsibility to the district assemblies.
Yeah.
Instead of saying that district assembly, you should provide the furniture, and then you go and grab their shirts and say, come and provide the furniture.
Yeah, you have
right?
to.
It's almost like somebody else should go and give pressure to the district assembly to come and provide furniture, when you, the Ghana Education Service, should be putting pressure on the district assemblies to make sure that they do their part.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't understand what is this whole business of blame
Blame
game,
game.
passing it on, letting somebody else be responsible? This is my part. I'm not responsible for everything. It doesn't. It's
True.
yeah. So
Well,
anyway,
I just hope they get it sorted soon.
yeah. We want to try and raise at least the MCE on the line and see what they have to say. We have the headmaster, Mr. Hope Amponsa, on the line. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How is everything?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for joining
Yeah.
us on Breakfast Daily today.
Okay.
So, how does it feel running a school that has some of these basic challenges?
In fact, the best way to do is we met parents and we discuss the challenges. So the parents agree that they'll provide.
The parents have agreed to provide?
To provide for their work.
Right.
So we came to agreement that any new people that is admitted to provide a furniture
before they come.
Parents to provide a furniture for the work, and they are doing that because this is a demonstration school. We have the building, and most of the children are interested in coming to this school because of the performance. So we cannot say because there is no furniture we deny children for their education.
Yeah.
So this was what we have done. I would say the municipal assembly also did their best. They were able to provide us with 30 dual desks. The GES also provided us with 10, and later on they also gave us another 7.
10.
Then in 2021, NASIA also provided, Ministry of Education provided a 40 dual desk. Teachers tables 5, then teachers chairs 5. So this is how we are managing.
Okay.
Our enrollment is very great, so because of that, whatever supply we get is inadequate. Not that we don't have at all.
Okay, so you're saying yours is a demonstration school, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, you made mention of the fact that the Ghana Education Service also provided some furniture.
Yes, that's NASIA came in 2019. NASIA came in 2019 to supervise our work and saw the problem that we are having. So they went around and was able to outline the challenges. So I saw that when they went, then the COVID came. In 2021, they were able to supply us with 40 blood desks from the ministry, which has come to augment the situation in the upper classes.
Okay.
Then because of our enrollment, we are about 800 and something. So whatever the supply, if not up to something like 400, it will not be able to reach the children. So not that we don't have at all.
Yeah, but with your new policy where parents are agreeing to provide furniture for the students, how long is it going to take for every student to get their own furniture?
Even what they even do is that when they provide it and they are going, they take it away.
But they should take it away.
Yeah.
When they provide and they are moving to the junior, they take it away. Not that it remains in the school.
I
They
see.
find their own property.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it's not really. Is it a sustainable,
Practice.
intervention?
We are only hoping that the government will come in as time goes on to. It's not a sustainable one. We are only doing that to augment the situation until we have adequate supply.
Okay. Now, the district assembly, what are they actually saying? Because you also mentioned that they gave you a few furniture, but actually they should be providing all the furniture for every student within the district.
That one is true. Because they also complain that they are not getting the adequate resources that they needed. So they are also really, how do I say, they are struggling on their own. So they find it difficult to get money for some of these things. So the time that they had the resources that they were able to supply it. And not only my school, most of the schools in the municipality were able to get 20, 30, and since 2019, they are able to get some again. So they also doing their best, only that now that we are not able to get some again.
Okay.
You know how we say that you do your best, but sometimes your best is not
It's
good
not
enough.
good enough. Yeah.
This looks like one of those situations where their best is just not good enough.
And well, I can say so, because looking at our enrollment and giving a certain word that is not just enough at all.
Yeah.
True.
This certain word just can only take place of.
All right.
All right, sir. You have already said that the parents have agreed to, provide the furniture for their wards. But at the end of the day, sometimes this puts a constraint to them financially. So what about the parents that cannot provide at once but have promised? Is that a way that is that like a payment plan for them? Especially when it comes to school fees and then buying the furniture set for their wards. Say for parents that has more than one child in the school.
And well, when you come, we'll tell you our policy that we don't have the sitting place for your child to sit. So I would also not like to admit your child to come and sit on the ground. So would you like to provide the furniture? If you agree, then we'll give you the opportunity. Because we would not like to admit somebody in primary six to come and sit on the floor and be writing. It will not go well. So we'll tell you what is on the ground. If you agree, then we give you the admission. We make sure if you come in, you come with the furniture. Because if you did not come with it means the child is not going to have a sitting place to sit and write.
Yes, I understand. But does this affect school fees, payment of school fees sometimes? Because this time they have to substitute.
We don't pay school fees.
Oh.
We are only to provide the furniture.
Okay.
This is not a private school. This is a government public school. So,
all right. Okay, so that's fine.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Mponsa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm also grateful.
All right.
Thank you.
So we're speaking with Mr. Hope Mponsa, who is the headmaster of the demonstration basic school in Bimbilla. All right. So, well, right now, I'm just hoping to hear from, like a top person in charge, like the MCE, Municipal Chief Executive, to tell us exactly what it is that they are proposing to do, to solve the problem long term, because the way it's going now is completely untenable. It's really completely untenable. Yeah, I mean, we can talk all day long about the different challenges that we have as a nation. But if we don't get the education right, if we don't fix the education sector, if we're not able to make sure that we give the next generation a leg up, okay? And it's not even you're doing anything extra. You're not providing ICT equipment, you're not providing computers,
just
laptops.
The basics.
It's none of that. It's just somewhere to even sit and do the basic learning.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Basic.
It's not right, and honestly, the Minister of Education, I think I want to address this matter to you directly, because let's be real. We can have all the fancy ideas, all the great ideas to solve problems, to put us into the 21st century, to take us into the next, the next century or whatever. All those fancy ideas and everything that we're winning robotics competitions, We're doing this, we're doing that, all the rest. The least of us don't even have chairs. Chairs. We're not even talking computers, chairs. And we've been joined on the line by the MCE of the Nanumba North Municipality, Honorable Abdullah Yakub. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Honorable Yakub, this report that we've just witnessed and spoken to a couple of people is very troubling. That in your municipality, a lot of schools don't have furniture. So your children are lying on the floor to study.
That is true.
Now, considering that you are MCE, there are other MCEs in Ghana whose municipality, they don't have any child lying on floors. How does that make you feel?
I feel bad because this age of time, I don't think it will be good for students to rely on their ability to write. My municipality have about 100 pre-schools and basic schools and 41 private schools. We did a check and we saw that we have 16,000 furniture deficit in the municipality.
Okay.
And in view of the fact that we have financial constraints because we rely much on our common fund and then some other donor funding. Unfortunately, it has not been coming the way we expected to come. So I realized that we are blessed with some trees in the municipality. We have trees that some chiefs and these illegal chainsaw operators have been selling. They sell a tree as old as 30 years, around 40 cedis or 50 cedis, and they just come and sell it, cut it into wood, and then sell it for export. So we resolved that, yes, let us identify the trees that we can fell, get timber out of it, and then use it to do dual decks for our students instead of allowing them to lie on their bellies. So I have contacted most of the chiefs and they have bought into the idea. As I speak now, we have salvaged almost about 600 pieces of the 2x12. And they have started manufacturing the furniture for them to supply to schools. And your reporter is aware. And as I speak, we have assembled a good number of the furniture that will be distributed to the schools that don't have. And I've also realized that some schools in Gimla town, like Gilo A, Gilo B, and Central, they have excess furniture. So I also want to go around some of the schools. Those schools that have excess furniture, then we can take the excess and then supply to those who don't have. So this is what we are doing. And last week, the MP also took data of the furniture deficit, and then is also trying to supply some furniture to the schools. So this is what we are trying to do. Because if you look at 16,000, that means about 8,000 pieces of furniture if we are coming to construct dual decks before we'll be able to get this problem resolved. And some of the schools too, they need renovation. Some have been constructed for more than 15, 20 years, and the floors have all peeled off, leaving the classroom just looking very bare. So imagine a classroom that is not floored, and then there's no furniture, and the child will have to come and sit just in the sun like that. So we are aware, and these are some of the things we are doing to resolve the issue. Every year we do supply some furniture, but as the headmaster said, it is not adequate because in a school like EP demonstration, if you give them 40 pieces of furniture, that means I'm giving them furniture for 80 students.
Yeah.
So
they are 800.
Yeah, so we are struggling to see. So if this intervention works, I think we'll be able to cover the furniture deficit that we have in the Nanuba North municipality.
Do you have any idea commercial rate for a standard dual desk?
Yes, when I checked the standard dual, which is the wooden type,
yes, the wooden type.
Correct wood, it is 400 Ghana cedis.
400, okay.
400 Ghana cedis.
Yeah. 400.
Because
yeah, go ahead.
And the metal one that they use, we use our local welders to do.
Yeah.
Is between 300 and 350.
Oh, so the metal one is cheaper.
Yes, but they also have some deficits. Okay. They have some challenges. They don't weld the distance well, and it tears the students who are uniform. But if they don't smoothen the rough edges very well.
Yeah.
And when we went around the schools, most of the metal distance have got broken. And when it breaks, you cannot fix it unless you carry it back to the welder shop. Yeah. But if the wooden one is broken, you can even send a carpenter to that place for them to re-nail it, and then it will be put to good use again. So that is why we are going back to the wood.
I see.
So basically, these are some of the challenges that we are faced with.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I was trying to do a back of the envelope calculation, and I'm looking at about 6 million thereabouts Ghana cedis to, if you were to raise that kind of money. If somebody was to gift you that kind of money, that's how much furniture you can buy to reduce the deficit, because you're looking at about 16,000 space seats in deficit. About that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering also, when you said that if you're going to carry a carpenter, I guess maybe it's easier to carry a carpenter to the school to go and repair the desks than to carry a welder, because they are going to have to come with their equipment and other things, electricity and all kinds of other things as well. So maybe it makes sense to go back to the wood. And I think that the intervention of having wood that is indigenous to the area and using that to build, the furniture, I think that's a good intervention. Well, I wish you the best, Honorable, and
thank you very much.
Hopefully in the near future we can fix this problem, because it's just, when I think about it, how there are students in the Greater Accra region who don't even understand what it means for a child like them to lie on the floor. But people are also lying on the floor, and it's normal. They when they see chairs, it's like a luxury.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate, but all the best to you. And
thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so we've been speaking with the municipal chief executive, Honorable Abdullahi Yakub of the Nanumba North Municipality. That report, of course, was brought to us by Mohammed Aminu Alabira, our correspondent in the northern region. Yes, there are lots of things that are happening, but this area is a bit of a pet peeve for me. I mean,
Yes.
I just think that we need to do better. And again, Honorable Yao Educhum, this thing you can't ignore. You mustn't ignore. You've got to at least task someone within the ministry to jump on top of it ASAP, to make sure that these schools, especially in the more deprived areas, that children are lying on their bellies on a daily basis. In Ghana, in 2023 Ghana, their children, our children, are lying on their bellies. It's not right. It's not right. No, it's not right. It cannot be right. We'll take a quick break. Breakfast Daily will be back shortly.
Welcome back, viewers. If you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Daily, and we're still on our community development stories. And earlier on, we just spoke about the inadequate furniture in basic schools, and we have a second story, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking at an issue of sand winning and the dangers that it poses, the threat that it is to the communities within the Winneba Enclave, the Ghana South Municipality. Let's take a look at this report filed by our correspondent, Calvis Tete. We'll come back and then we'll delve into some stories here.
Awuku Okluche began his farming at Hobo some 66 years ago, and at the time of starting, farmers within the enclave go about their business without any hindrance. The situation, however, is completely different as of now, as the 96-year-old farmer is suffering at the hands of illegal sand winners. Compared to many years past, he only has this small barn of maize harvested, as a larger portion of his maize farm has been destroyed by sand winning activities. The survival of his coconut farm also hangs in the balance, as yields have significantly reduced after the plantation was invaded by sand winners. Life has become a challenge for the old man.
Me catch him. Yako asamu wa kotu sese ya ye. Dem nso ma ye. Wa me apa. Wa me apa. Ya mai shi. Ya mai shi. Besaya de no akọ. Wa kape o be bro. Aba anopa alo ato aba anyimre. Anajo. Satam dia waba no. Yeah, plus for ni ho. Nti me yeshi 63 years. Maba. Sese dia ye nya hwe. Dia be dipo dia ma. Media me how no mabeka say obo kwiafon.
Majority of the youth have abandoned farming to join the illegal sand-winning trade, which has eroded the area of its fertile land. Several other youth have also resorted to okada business, a situation that has caused a drastic reduction of food stock in the area. The once vibrant Hobo night market has virtually collapsed as buyers can no longer get their desired food crop from the enclave, and this has affected the local economy in the area. Peter Adonu is the assemblyman for Hobo electoral area.
The legitimate contractors, they pass through the correct channel to acquire the site before they do their work. But we have Goro boys, illegal sand winners. These people, for them, they don't listen to anybody, and they destroy the farm products.
From Hobo, Kweku Pamfo and Obom in the Greater Accra region through to Adeukwa in the Wotu Senya West District and some part of the Eastern region, tipper trucks and other heavy-duty equipment ran rampantly in the area, creating chaotic scenes. The illegal sand winners who carry out their operation late in the night are also violent. Traditional authorities are worried about the situation in the area.
They go in their numbers, and whenever they go to the land too, they go there with arms. And they have been winning the sand during odd hours, deeply in the night, with arms. And before you get there, how the people will be giving you warning shots. You can't get there and then ask them to stop.
Not too long ago, Vonyo Prosper's friend, who was an Okada rider, was murdered and his motorbike taken away from him. Since then, this interview spot has seen over 50 motorbikes snatched from their owners. There is a growing security concern among residents, a situation they want authorities to urgently address.
No muka se fa for mukwa o bedu kwana finfinu na oma echo a omukita akude seka na etu ewo omu na oma cho na oma ji okara no fi se oma ji so a oma kuwa tu ekwana na oma ji okara moto na akọ na no madam fokwesi yin na ye adwun ahyelaja e na oma be fa no se on fa mukọ site e na omudu ekwan we so a kwa we so a hwa na omochina omakunetu ekwanso no mofa moto ni koye
ye motos no obeba station se ofa o de ukwa uduku benu ho no mo a aka cho se bia ofa ni si o de ni right inside a e bia da so be twitu anase sikan no de asiso na no be se 2 months ago ni motos o maji okwan we so anu mo almost 50 majije enyama bebre ya kukunkun ya dan fofo ade beti no ya ji obi moto a
Assemblyman Peter Adonu says he has constantly drawn the attention of the South Municipal Assembly to the menace, but efforts to clamp down on illegal sand winning have yielded no results.
Assembly level, we have been raising this issue every now and then. Whenever I get opportunity at the assembly, I don't talk and leave illegal sand winning. Always I'll be telling the chief and the security at the assembly that they should help. At times too, you call them, they will come. At times too, the distance prevent them from coming.
Only a few illegal sand winners were arrested some 2 years ago by a task force from the South Municipal Assembly. MC Joseph Nyani, at the back of that operation, promised a continued effort to deal with the situation, but is yet to materialize.
All right, so that was a report that was brought to us by our correspondent, Calvis Tete. And the sun winning activities in the Hobo electoral area. It's,
all I can say is that it's as dangerous as Galamsey.
It is. No, it is.
In many ways. As dangerous
in many
as
ways.
Galamsey.
So,
it needs to be taken seriously.
Even one of the classic examples that we've seen is a sun winning that has been taking place at the Kaswa Toll Bridge area, right? And we've seen what is done to the hillside, right? We've been joined on the line by the Queen Mother of Hobo electoral area, Mama Hobo the First. Madam, good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
All right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so please give us a sense of how serious this problem is within your area, the sun winning and the behavior of those people who are involved in sun winning.
Okay, thank you very much this morning for inviting me to your program. I'm Mama Hobo the First, the Queen Mother of Hobo community. This sun winning has caused a very big havoc to our community because the community is a farming community.
Okay.
And this sun winning has caused us, we farmers, we don't have any land to farm on again. And one thing that is worrying me much about this sun winning is even this there's small lands left for us when we farm on and the food is ready for you to harvest, they will come and destroy everything. So here we are now. Even the food we eat, we will go to the cities to go and buy food. Why we farmers, we can farm and get something to eat with our children. But because of this sun winning, we are in poverty. So the small money we can get to cater for our children, we can't get it anymore. And one thing also I can say about this sun winning, we know in our villages, God created natural water for us to drink. Yeah. Because of this sun winning, all these water bodies are destroyed. Sure. And now we will buy Vortic sachet water, and this is giving us diseases like typhoid. Wow. And it's a very big problem to us. And it has caused us bad roads. As a Queen Mother, my main problem is when pregnant women are going to deliver and they are being sent to our cheap compound here, they will say maybe transfer either to Amasaman or in Sawam. Before the person will reach there, the person is dead already because of the bad road.
Yeah.
So it is a very serious problem to me as a Queen Mother.
Yeah.
Because I am a leader to the mothers.
Yeah.
So if my women will be dying because of this sun winning, it's a very big problem to me. Very, very, very well. And our electric poles, when they dig around the electric poles, the poles falls down. And you see this wiring coming down, and when children go there, we elders, we go there, it will shock us to die. So it's not a small thing happening to us here.
Yeah.
Right.
So have you had any dealings with the district assembly or the municipal assembly at all on this matter?
What I can say is the assemblyman has been talking to them about it. But as for me, personally, like nobody has come to me to deliberate on it like the way you have called me this morning.
But as a Queen Mother, shouldn't you, summon some of them to your place to come and answer some questions?
The assembly.
Yes.
Okay, I'm now planning to do that thing.
But this has been going on for a very long time. So.
Oh, I am just 1 year being elected.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, well, it looks like a very huge problem. I mean, I wish we can talk to the MCE or somebody there that can actually give us answers as to why this indiscipline and they are criminals. Because if people are they are robbing people's motorbikes and they are killing people and the rest, these are criminals, and I don't know why the police and the assembly have not jumped on top of this and dealt with it. But thank you very much for joining us this morning, Mama Hobo.
And I want to contribute more that.
Yes, go ahead.
My request to the government is that if a road can be made particularly for the huge vehicles, because they are destroying our roads.
Okay.
They are destroying our roads, and I could remember when our MP was coming to this place, Honorable Sophia. He deliberated mainly on this sun winning, and he sent this message to Parliament because these vehicles, these tippers belong to ministers. They could not accept this sun winning to stop. So it is the ministers. They are having these big tippers and these graders to be destroying people's land. You see?
Yeah.
So I am appealing to you because your voice go far.
Okay.
So I am requesting to you that if they can make roads for these big vehicles, so that we will leave our roads for our small businesses, it can help us. So that they will pass their roads, and we can pass our road. This is my this thing to you this morning, please.
All right.
All right, Mama.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
very
Mama.
much.
Okay.
So we've been speaking with Mama Hobo the First. She's the Queen Mother of Hobo, and it's in the Gas South municipal area. Now, this is a national security issue.
It is.
This is a police issue. This is a municipal assembly matter. All right. Hobo should not be dealing with this. This goes all the way up to national security, because there are people who are running riots in the area, lawless people who are basically a law unto themselves.
Exactly.
They do what they like, how they like, when they like. Total disregard.
And nobody can do anything.
Nobody can do anything. And it's happening under the watch
people are living
of the
in
Ghana
fear.
Police Service. It's happening under the watch of local government. It's happening under the watch of national security. Please, you can't sit there and pretend that it's not happening. It is happening. Sun winning is going on. That alone has its own dangers. EPA should be on top of this. The assemblies should be on top of this. But then there's the fallout from that, which is the indiscipline of the people, is the sun winners who are armed.
Yeah, that's the one that is surprising me. They're not just winning the sun, but they're also committing crime.
Yes.
They're committing crime, cutting the livelihood of people, committing crime, stealing from them,
killing them. Yeah. So listen.
And like she said, the pregnant women, they destroy their roads, and it becomes so difficult for them to travel just for maybe their.
No, but what you were saying is something that is one of the conversations that we always have about bad roads, right? Bad roads have a multiplied effect. So it's an economy breaker, because what it does is that the speed of movement is reduced, which means that how quickly you can get to places like
point A to point B.
Yes, so whether it's a hospital, whether it's a security post, whatever it is. Look, the armed robbery, for example, there are places in the north. We did some stories last month. There are places in the north where, because they can't drive fast on certain roads, armed robbers use that as the opportunity to rob entire buses. And so again, I'm calling on national security. I'm calling on the Ghana Police Service. I'm calling on the Ghana South Municipal Assembly. This is on your table.